Just to be sure, there's a spoiler. Charlie Cale has finally been found by Beatrix Hasp, though she's not as dangerous as she initially appears when with Richard Kind's Jeffrey in Poker Face Season 2. Hasp, played by four-time Emmy winner Rhea Perlman, was previously set up in the Season 1 finale, in which she, along with the heads of the 5 major crime families, threatened to hunt her down in the wake of Sterling Frost Sr.'s death. After narrowly eluding her hitmen in the first 2 episodes of the new season, Episode 2 ended with Hasp surprising Charlie as she escaped the inferno that was Giancarlo Esposito's funeral home. Poker Face Season 2 Episode 3, entitled What a Mole, sees Hasp taking Charlie hostage and forcing her to help weed out the mole in her organization, subsequently meeting 3 of Hasp's enforcers and her husband, Jeffrey. Despite being married to the leader of a crime family, Jeffrey generally abstains from Beatrix's work, instead being an affable and supportive husband to her. As the investigation continues and tensions rise as Hasp and her crew try to flee the country, Jeffrey will find himself caught between the crosshairs of his wife and the FBI. Welcome to Movie Spy. In honor of the episode's premiere, Screen Rant interviewed Richard Kind to discuss Poker Face Season 2 Episode 3. The star shared his praise for Natasha Lyonne's dedication both in front of and behind the camera on the show, as well as the sharp writing that helped him embrace the guileless personality of Jeffrey. He also explained how his reunion with Perlman made the show more fun, getting to honor his friendship with Stephen Sondheim, and a reflection on Inside Out. Poker Face was a series of reunions for Kind, though one proved very special. We have a nice time. Kind is just one of many major guest stars in Poker Face Season 2 Episode 3, with the roster not only including Perlman but also John Mulaney as a corrupt FBI agent, Chris Bauer, R.J. Brown, Greg Bello, and Simon Helberg reprising his role as Agent Clark. With Jeffrey being a doting husband to Beatrix, a sense of connection had to be felt between Kind and Perlman, which was easier for the two than some may think, as they had not only worked together before but have remained close friends since. The very first Broadway play I ever did was a play called The Tale of the Allergist's Wife, Kind explained. And playing the allergist was me, and playing the allergist's wife was Rhea Perlman. One of the greatest bits of advice that was ever given to me was by Tony Roberts, who preceded me in the play. He said, "The key to this guy is love your wife, and if you love her, the audience will love her and the audience will love you." I have taken on many different roles, even if I'm not married. After describing Robert's advice as being a positive and good way to approach a character, Kind went on to acknowledge that the Broadway play, on which they worked 25 years ago together, helped him to practice loving Rhea Perlman. He did, though, also note that he had been a fan of her work prior to The Tale of the Allergist's Wife, particularly that of Cheers. Even before reuniting on Poker Face, the two had seen each other quite a bit over the years, expressing that, "I adore her, and I think she adores me," making it second nature to play husband and wife. Another major reunion for Kind on the show was that of Helberg, with the two having previously starred together in the Coen brothers' 2009 dark comedy, A Serious Man, alongside lead Michael Stuhlbarg. In reflecting on that experience, Kind denoted that we happen to like each other, while also praising that I respect The Big Bang Theory alum. "I've had dinner with him a few times, and I know him and his wife," Kind warmly explained. Episode 3's unique sense of humor had Kind in stitches. Its Stephen Sondheim moment held special meaning for the star. With the show mixing the comedy and whodunit genres, Poker Face certainly presents a unique sense of humor not just for viewers but for the cast themselves. Kind praised the base concept of his and Perlman's characters as being ripe with potential for humor, saying, "The comedy is right there on the paper," after humorously admitting, "I don't entirely know if he would believe there being a female mob boss and doting husband in real life. He bought into it entirely thanks to the show's writing. I said, I know where to go, where to play this, and there's no guile to this man," Kind explained. "He lives to serve his wife and actually lives to serve everybody. Just make things right. That's a lovely person to be, especially in this world."